Hi there, my name is Joost Hermans and I'm the co-founder of Apolix. Apolix is a Rotterdam-based consultancy agency specialized in process mining. In this video, I'm going to talk about what process mining actually is and what value it adds for universities. Process mining is a data-driven way to optimize your business processes. If we look at universities, a couple of these processes would be, for example, admissions process or a student journey. So processes at the core of a university. Process mining works with something we call digital breadcrumbs. You have to realize every time an activity being set in, for example, an admissions process, a digital breadcrumb is being created. So when a student applies for a university, uploads some documents, or gets their result being accepted or declined, at every point in time, there is a digital breadcrumb being generated. This digital breadcrumb tells us for which student what activity occurred at which point in time. By connecting these digital breadcrumbs for these students, we're able to get a full transparent overview of their admissions process. What's great for the university is that you can not only see that for one student, but actually for all students that ever applied to your university. And this allows you to get a full transparent view of your admissions process and analyze the bottlenecks in that process. Where do students have to wait the longest? Where do the most students drop out? Or what kind of students do have the best chances to be admitted to our university? It allows us to optimize the process for each individual student by looking at it at an aggregated way. Another great example is the student journey. With process mining, it allows us to follow the student from starting their bachelor up until graduating their master. And every step in the way, which allows us to, for example, see which courses are very difficult, what delay some courses actually give to the university and the students. But also, when we look at an individual level and give students advice, what the path is they actually took throughout their career in order to better help them and create the best educational experience as possible. So here we are in Salonis, where we look at the actual process based on our digital breadcrumbs. We're looking at the admissions process, and what we see is the happy path here. We start with the registration of the student at the university, after which they choose their program and they submit their actual application. After the submission, the university takes a look at the application and either gives them a conditional offer or not. And when the diploma is actually submitted as well, it can convert to an unconditional offer. When the student starts, their code has been changed in status 4, which basically means they really started at university. What we see right now is actually a happy path of this process. However, there's way more complexity. We're only looking at a subset of data. When we look at all the data, we see something like this. This is reality. This is what's really happening in the admissions process. And if there's so much complexity, it makes sense. There are bottlenecks, inefficiencies, and basically a lot of room for improvement. So we're going back from the complexity and actually look at our first use case. We want to make sure that students do not delete their application before they are actually admitted or declined by the university. We want to be able to get the talent ourselves in and not let them walk away. And what we can look at is basically every step along the admissions process and where they delete their application and what's the time in between there. Why is this useful? Well, if we look in between submit application and delete application, we see there's 41 days in between. Meaning that we have 41 days to incentivize the student to actually stay at the university and continue the admissions process by sending some sort of marketing outreach or making them feel welcome to come and study within the Netherlands. Because everything we do is based on data, we are also able to actually benchmark certain groups with each other. So in here, we actually can see where each individual group, so European students and non-European students, see where they actually drop out of the process. And by benchmarking this, we're actually able to make more specific marketing outreach and engagement with the students in order to push them through the admission process and make sure that we can get the talent we actually want in our university. Right now, we look at the process path of the student journey, where it's very important that our students have the minimum time to graduation. So finish the bachelor, for example, preferably in 3 years. We're looking at the digital breadcrumbs that represent the start of courses, passing those courses, but also graduation from their master or their bachelor. And right now we actually see this process over here. What's cool about it is that we can immediately see hurdle courses for our students. The color codes basically represent how many tries a student needs on average to pass the course. So just by looking at the process map, we're already able to find the hurdle courses in our programs. As the student journey is very complex due to the many students that just take different paths, we want to have another way to actually analyze where the students take longer in order to optimize the time to graduation. Right now we can see in the left bottom where the students take more than 3 years to finish their bachelor. This helps us to filter immediately on one group and focus on those to help them graduate as quickly as possible. Also, we can see certain hurdle courses, for example 101. And what's about course 101? Well, it is a third year's bachelor course. So basically every extra tries prolongs the student up until the moment of graduation, which is the courses that we need to focus on in order to help our students graduate more quickly. If we focus on course 101, we can see the number of each student, how many activities or how many tries they had to finish this course. And even better, we can take a look how long it took them to finish this course in general. Remember, this is a third year's course. So basically every student that takes more than 12 months to pass this one is actually being delayed in graduating from their bachelors. So with these insights, we can individually help students to pass this course, but also maybe think about adjusting our curriculum so it doesn't impact the time to graduation as much as it does right now. All in all, process mining is extremely valuable for your university. At Apolix, we're very excited to help you reach process excellence in order to give the students the best student experience possible. Please reach out and discover how we can help you with process mining.